how are Manchester City not the winners of this January transfer window already? When other teams are sacking their coaches, Manchester City are busy recruiting quality players into the squad. This time around is the turn of Marc Guehi to sign for Manchester City. We know Marc Guehi as a very quality defender from Crystal Palace. He's their captain of the team, a starter in the team, and one of the best players in the squad. Now, he was close to signing for Liverpool last season. Now, the best thing Liverpool, the wrong thing they did was not signing him. But the best thing for Crystal Palace was keeping him, because obviously he has really helped them this season, right? Because how are they going to find a quality replacement like him towards the end of the transfer window? Now, they kept him knowing fully well that there's a chance or the possibility that he might leave this January. Now, if he doesn't leave this January, he will be going on a free in the summer. So Manchester City was on the forefront of actually signing a quality player for less money. Now, if he waits till the summer transfer window, Bayern Munich are closely interested, Barcelona are interested, Real Madrid are interested, Arsenal are interested, Chelsea are interested, Liverpool are interested. Now Manchester City, 7 teams are all interested in signing Marc Guehi. That should tell you the quality of player he is in that Manchester City squad. Now, Manchester City needed to recruit because they have a crisis in defense. Now, that crisis in defense is their 2 starting defenders, Guardiola and Ruben Diaz, are injured. They got injured against the for the game against Chelsea. Now, Manchester City had to take a drastic step in bringing back one of their loanee from Watford, and Kusenov, who is still in the squad, and Nathan Ake. These guys cannot challenge a team like ours now. So they needed to act, and they needed to act fast. Now they went into the market and they got a signing, and that signing is Marc Guehi. To me, I think this is one of the best signings in this January transfer window. Because this guy is not just a defender, he's a quality defender. A player who is already in the England squad. A player who is the captain of the Crystal Palace team. A player who won the FA Cup for Crystal Palace last season against this Manchester City. A player who makes the Crystal Palace defense very, very thick. And you're getting him on a cheap. Because if Manchester City leaves him till the summer, trust me, it might be difficult for them to get him again. Because the quality of other teams that might want to get him, and the money, the amount of wages that will be offered to him at this point, because he will be on a leverage to pick who he wants to pick. It will be at his liberty to pick whoever he wants to pick and wherever he wants to play. Where it seems like Manchester City are recruiting quality. A team like Chelsea is recruiting players that are on diapers. Players that don't have any experience at all. Now, you see the difference between these 2 types of teams. Now, if you must chase a team like Arsenal, if you must give Arsenal a push, this is the kind of signings you must make. And don't forget, Manchester City did not just make one signing. They also went ahead in this same window and they brought in Samayyo, one of the most talented players in the Premier League, who plays for Bournemouth. Look at the amount of goals and assists he has at Bournemouth. He came to Manchester City, 2 games, 2 goals, 1 assist. That is quality. So, you could see the desire, you could see the seriousness, you could see the zeal in a club like Manchester City, going into the market and not just getting any kind of signing, but getting quality into the squad. Now, if Erling Haaland is not scoring, Samayyo might give you the goals. Now, if these guys have actually scored in front, you could have a player like Marc Guehi gives you cover in defense. Because Manchester City at this point cannot afford to concede like the way they did against Fulham. You score, you concede. You score, you concede. 5-4 that game ended. The game against Chelsea, they scored and they were pegged back. Look at the game against Brighton. Brighton scored them at home. So you need quality in defense because right now there's a crisis in the defense of Manchester City. So that is to show you a team that is very serious in fighting for the title. Not just the Premier League, Champions League, not just Champions League. The League Cup and the FA Cup, they are in all these competitions. And this is a team that challenge for trophies every single season. So tell me why a player like Marc Guehi would not want to go to a team like that. That is how you attract quality into your team. Once you sign quality players, once you sign players that know that they can give you 5 to 7 years of quality performances, you would see the other players also want to join the team because you are signing winners into the team. You are signing experience into the team. You are not signing jokers. So to me, I think this is a very, very good signing for Pep Guardiola, who would not want to stay in such a project. Who would want to see this kind of project and leave at the end of the day? Because this is a very, very good signing for Manchester City. And they have to keep pushing if they want to stand a chance of winning the Premier League. They are not topping now. I think they are 4 points or 6 points, I don't know, behind Arsenal. I think they are 4 points behind Arsenal. So they need to keep pushing if they stand a chance of winning the Premier League. If they stand a chance of showing Arsenal that they have always been the challengers, they have always been the favourites to win the Premier League even before the season started. Do you see Marc Guehi succeeding? Do you see Marc Guehi becoming a starter? Even if the likes of Guardiola and the likes of Ruben Diaz gets back from injury. Because to me, I don't think it's the kind of quality of signings you get in and you put him in the bench when those guys come back. I think he's quality enough to challenge Manchester City, whichever position is versatile, and can also play 3 at the back. For a club like Liverpool, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Arsenal, Bayern Munich, all interested, Barcelona are all interested in signing him, that's to show you the quality of player he is. And these are the kind of signings teams should be signing in January. January are known for a period where clubs do not want to release their players. It's by luck to even get quality players in January. Because teams are keeping hold of their players till the summer. Because it's not easy to get replacements in January. So for you to go in January and get a player of that caliber, then you've done a very good business. Very, very good business. So the chase is on at this point. Arsenal has to beware because Manchester City are coming in strong, to come in and get their and to get their rights, to get the title, because it's their right at this point. So it's going to be a very busy and interesting next few weeks, the remainder of the season. Because trust me, Arsenal needs to be looking at their back. They can't afford to draw points. Manchester City needs to keep winning games. These are the points they need to go on a run. This is the period they need to start winning games consistently to stand a chance to challenge Arsenal. Because trust me, that Arsenal defense, that Arsenal midfield is brilliant. Yes, their attack might not be 100%, but they are getting goals and they are getting games done. If they are not scoring through open play, they are scoring through set spaces. What else do you need? So trust me, I think they are doing well over there at the Emirates, and this is how Manchester City needs to challenge them, to get a hand on the title. It is very, very important that the Premier League gives us a befitting ending, which would be interesting at the end of the day. Let me know what you think concerning this. Let me know what you think concerning Marc Guehi's move to Manchester City and also Samayyo's move to Manchester City, and if Manchester City stand a chance of winning the Premier League at this point because of the quality of signings that has been brought into the league. Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you're new to this channel, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Until I come your way again next time, I remain your boy Marc Guehi. Stay cool. Cheers.